The use of unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones as they are commonly known, in warfare is not a new phenomenon. Their story begins in the early 20th century, not on the battlefield but as humble training tools. Early iterations were essentially remote-controlled airplanes used for target practice by militaries around the world. These rudimentary drones lacked the sophistication of their modern counterparts, possessing limited flight capabilities and even more limited offensive potential. However, the seeds of a revolution were sown. Military strategists quickly recognized the inherent value of unmanned systems in warfare. Drones offered the tantalizing possibility of projecting force without risking the lives of soldiers. This fundamental advantage fueled the development of drone technology throughout the latter half of the 20th century. The turning point came during the Cold War, with the advent of increasingly sophisticated surveillance technologies. The need for intelligence gathering without putting pilots in danger spurred rapid advancements in drone capabilities. Drones became faster, more maneuverable, and capable of carrying heavier payloads. This marked a pivotal shift from target practice to reconnaissance, laying the groundwork for the drone revolution that would unfold in the decades to come. The 1990s saw the emergence of drones like the Predator, equipped with advanced sensors and, crucially, the ability to carry and fire missiles. This marked a watershed moment, transforming drones from passive observers to active participants in warfare. The Predator's success in the Balkans and the Middle East solidified the drone's place in the modern military arsenal. Developments in computing power, battery technology, and sensor miniaturization have continued to push the boundaries of drone technology. Today's drones are highly sophisticated machines, capable of flying for extended periods, carrying out a range of missions, and striking targets with pinpoint accuracy from thousands of feet in the air. The era of the drone had truly arrived. Gone are the days of relying solely on satellite imagery or risking pilots' lives for aerial reconnaissance. Drones can loiter over areas of interest for hours, providing real-time intelligence to commanders on the ground. This constant surveillance provides a critical advantage in understanding enemy movements, identifying targets, and assessing the effectiveness of military operations. The ability of drones to operate at various altitudes further enhances their surveillance capabilities. While some drones soar at high altitudes, providing a wide area view of the battlefield, others operate closer to the ground, capturing valuable tactical intelligence. This multi-layered approach to surveillance has become indispensable in modern warfare, giving commanders a comprehensive understanding of the battle space. Proponents of drone warfare point to the precision of these strikes, arguing that they minimize civilian casualties and collateral damage. Unlike traditional airstrikes, which often involve large bombs and a higher risk of unintended consequences, drone strikes can be executed with surgical precision, targeting individuals or small groups with minimal impact on the surrounding area. Furthermore, the ability to deploy drones from remote locations reduces the risk to pilots and allows for sustained operations over hostile territory. This has made drones a valuable tool in counterterrorism operations, where the ability to strike quickly and decisively against fleeting targets is crucial. However, the use of drones in warfare is not without its critics. Concerns over civilian casualties, the lack of transparency in targeting decisions, and the potential for an escalating arms race have fueled a heated debate about the ethics and legality of drone warfare. In disaster relief efforts, drones can quickly survey disaster zones, assess damage, and locate survivors in otherwise inaccessible areas. Their ability to operate in hazardous environments, such as areas contaminated by chemical spills or radiation, makes them invaluable tools for first responders. Journalist drones are also playing an increasingly important role in humanitarian aid delivery. Their ability to transport medical supplies, food, and other essential goods to remote or conflict-ridden areas provides a lifeline to vulnerable populations. This has proven particularly valuable in delivering aid to areas cut off by natural disasters or conflict. The use of drones in search and rescue operations is another example of their life-saving potential. Equipped with thermal imaging cameras and other sensors, drones can locate missing persons in difficult terrain, significantly increasing the chances of a successful rescue. Their agility and ability to cover large areas quickly make them ideal for finding lost hikers, skiers, or anyone else in distress. Section 6. The Human Cost of War: Minimizing Casualties with Drones. One of the most compelling arguments in favor of drone warfare is the potential to reduce casualties, both military and civilian. By removing pilots from harm's way, drones eliminate the risk of losing aircrews in combat, a grim reality of traditional air warfare. Drone operator. Furthermore, proponents argue that the precision of drone strikes minimizes collateral damage and civilian casualties. The ability to target specific individuals or small groups, even in densely populated areas, reduces the risk of unintended harm to innocent bystanders. This stands in stark contrast to traditional airstrikes, which often involve a much larger blast radius and a higher likelihood of civilian casualties. However, it is important to note that even the most precise weapon systems are not infallible. Mistakes can happen, intelligence can be faulty, and civilians can still be caught in the crossfire. The use of drones in warfare does not eliminate the tragic consequences of conflict, but it does offer the potential to mitigate them. The lack of transparency surrounding drone strikes is another major concern. The process by which targets are chosen, the criteria used to justify lethal action, and the accountability for civilian casualties often remain shrouded in secrecy. This lack of transparency makes it difficult to assess the legality and morality of drone strikes and raises concerns about potential human rights violations. Civilian analyst. Furthermore, the psychological impact of drone warfare on both operators and targets is a subject of ongoing debate. Drone operators, often stationed thousands of miles from the battlefield, may experience psychological distress from the constant pressure of surveillance and the act of killing, even when done remotely. On the other hand, the constant presence of drones overhead can create a climate of fear and anxiety among civilian populations living under their watch. The potential for these groups to acquire and weaponize drones poses a significant threat to global security. Armed drones in the hands of terrorists could be used to carry out attacks on civilian populations, critical infrastructure, or even military targets. Military expert. The relative ease with which drones can be modified and equipped with explosives makes them a potent and readily available tool for those seeking to inflict harm. Furthermore, the use of drones by criminal organizations for activities such as smuggling, surveillance, and even targeted assassinations is a growing concern for law enforcement agencies worldwide. The ability of drones to operate undetected in urban environments and cross borders with relative ease makes them ideal tools for illicit activities. The proliferation of drones poses a significant challenge to international security and requires a coordinated global effort to control the spread of this technology and prevent its misuse. While current military drones require human operators to authorize lethal action, future generations of drones may be able to identify, track, and engage targets autonomously, based on pre-programmed objectives and algorithms. This raises profound ethical and legal questions about the role of humans in warfare and the potential consequences of delegating lethal decision-making to machines. Tech specialist proponents of autonomous weapons argue that they could reduce casualties by removing human emotions from the battlefield, making more calculated and objective decisions than their human counterparts. However, critics fear that autonomous weapons could lead to an escalation of warfare, potentially triggering unintended conflicts or escalating existing ones beyond human control. The development of autonomous weapons presents a profound moral and technological challenge, requiring careful consideration of the ethical implications and potential consequences before these systems are deployed on the battlefield. The use of drones for surveillance by law enforcement agencies, private companies, and even individuals raises concerns about the erosion of privacy. Drones equipped with high-resolution cameras, facial recognition software, and other sensors have the potential to track individuals' movements, monitor their activities, and collect vast amounts of personal data. Journalist. Furthermore, the increasing number of drones in our airspace raises safety concerns. The risk of collisions with other aircraft, birds, or even people on the ground is a growing concern, requiring robust safety regulations and air traffic control measures. The proliferation of drones presents complex challenges for policymakers, requiring a delicate balance between harnessing the benefits of this technology while mitigating its potential risks. Clear legal frameworks, robust safety regulations, and ongoing public discourse are essential to ensure the responsible and ethical use of drones in our society. Section 11. Conclusion: a new era of warfare. The drone revolution has ushered in a new era of warfare, one characterized by precision strikes, persistent surveillance, and the increasing use of unmanned systems. While drones offer undeniable advantages in terms of reducing casualties and enhancing military capabilities, their use also raises profound ethical, legal, and societal questions. As drone technology continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace, it is imperative that we engage in thoughtful and informed discussions about the implications of these advancements. The decisions we make today will shape the future of warfare and determine the course of human history for generations to come.